Hey folks, and welcome to CarStarz 10 Cool Facts about Crockett's 72 Ferrari Daytona Spyder and the 1984 TV series Miami Vice. Fact number 1. There were two different C3 Corvette-based replica cars used to portray the 1972 Ferrari 365 GTS4 Daytona Spyder used in the first 3 seasons of the 5-season show. Both of these replica cars were built by the Tom McBurney-owned replica car company by the name of McBurney Coachcraft well before the TV show was even conceived. One of the two replica cars they bought for the show was used as the primary hero car and was built upon a 1981 Corvette chassis. The other replica purchased was used as the stunt car and was built upon a 1976 Corvette chassis. Yep, under all that Ferrari-like fiberglass bodywork lies basic American emissions-choked V8 Vettes. Fact number 2. Although the real Ferraris that these Miami Vice cars were in replica of sported V12 engines pumping out over 350 gross horsepower to a 5-speed manual transmission, but since these replica cars were essentially base model C3 Corvettes, they were powered by low-compression 350 V8 engines outputting around 180 net horsepower to a 4-speed manual transmission. So, yes, the replica cars were of course underpowered comparatively, but at least they were still fairly lightweight, so they could still get around just quick enough to play the part on screen anyways. Fact number 3. A real Ferrari 365 GTS4 Daytona Spyder is a very rare car today. Their extreme rarity consequently results in a matching very high resale value, as they are highly sought after by Ferrari collectors now. Although there were over 1,200 coupe Daytonas built from 1968 through 1973, the convertible Spyder version was only produced from 71 to 73, and only around 120 of them were ever created. So you can only imagine how few are still around today. Another factor in their desirability is the attached racing pedigree. Despite popular belief, the Daytona part of the car's name is not actually an official part of the car's title, but instead just a nickname given to it by racers of the time due to the car being essentially race ready from the factory, and of course also in reference to Ferrari's famous 1-2-3 finish at the February 1967 Daytona 24-hour race. The highest sale price example for one of these seen so far was just last year when this one, which was essentially the real version of the Miami Vice Ferrari, an actual 1972 Ferrari 365 GTS4 Spyder in black and tan that sold for a mesmerizing $2,865,000. Fact number 4. The use of the replica Ferrari Spyders on the high-profile TV show resulted in a lawsuit being filed by Ferrari against Tom McBurney. Ferrari accused McBurney of trademark infringement and intellectual property violations, claiming that the replicas closely imitate the distinctive design elements of their original models. The legal dispute centered on concerns of potential customers' confusion and the delusion of Ferrari's brand image. Ultimately, a settlement was reached with McBurney agreeing to cease the production of sales of Ferrari replica cars. Oddly enough though, shortly after the legal dispute, Ferrari agreed to donate 2 brand new Ferrari Testarossas to be used in the show to replace the 2 Spyder replicas that they had previously forced the show to discontinue use of. Fact number 5. The immediate way that the show chose to end the use of the Ferrari Spyder replicas in the series was to write in a portrayal of the car's destruction within the plot of the first episode of Season 3. Destroying the Spyder replicas was actually part of the agreement that was reached with Ferrari, so they could receive the 2 brand new Testarossa cars free of charge. This scene convinced both Ferrari and the viewers of the show that they had actually destroyed the replica cars for real. However, in reality, they only blew up a scale model car, and neither of the actual functioning replicas were ever really destroyed, and believe it or not, both cars still exist today, which we'll get into more about in a bit. Fact number 6. The stunt replica car had one more entry in its Hollywood career before being put out to pasture, and I mean that almost literally, as we'll get into shortly. There was a little-known movie that originally was going to be the 3rd official Cannonball Run film until Burt Reynolds turned it down, but the production continued without him, turning into the 1989 movie known as Speed Zone. This ended up being more of a John Candy comedy film than anything else, as the only actor present that was in previous Cannonball Run movies was Jamie Farr, but there was quite a bit of car action in the film too, so it's not too bad of a movie really. Anyways, getting back to the car, the stunt Ferrari Spyder from Miami Vice was one of the primary cars within this movie, and it was the very last time that this car surfaced in a Hollywood production. Fact number 7. After its TV and movie career ended around 1990, the stunt Ferrari Spyder replica went missing for decades, so its history from that time is a bit dicey and mostly unknown. It wasn't until 2005 when the car was rediscovered in a desert where it was left abandoned in the cooking desert sun and exposed to the elements for more than 20 years. As one would imagine, the car's interior and exterior were trashed at this point. The car also had a slew of modifications since the show in addition to the decay. Fortunately though, after it was found and reacquired, a restoration was commissioned by the new owners. The aim of this restoration was to bring the car back to how it appeared on the TV show originally. Fact number 8. Luckily, the McBurney Ferrari Spyder replica hero car that was used on the show still exists today as well. The hero car was actually kept in good shape after its TV career due to being sold to a private collector after the show ended, who has kept good care of it over the years. As you can see here, the hero car is still in excellent condition today, and the current owner still takes it out for drives often, as well as shares the joy with others too. The stunt car has been in the hands of the Volo Auto Museum in Volo, Illinois since they restored it, and it still resides there today on display. So, you can actually go out and visit this one whenever you like, along with all the other great film cars that reside here. Fact number 9. As for other replicas of the Ferrari Daytona Spyder, there were a few other companies building replicas besides McBurney at the time, but most were abroad and there weren't many due to all the potential legal risks involved. So, for the US market anyways, McBurney was the primary builder for these particular replica cars. Interestingly enough, since Ferrari put a stop to McBurney's Ferrari replicas in 1986, there were only around 100 of these Ferrari Spyder replicas ever built. So these replica cars are technically around the same rarity level as the real Ferrari Daytona Spyders are. Obviously they're worth far less than a real Ferrari, but these replicas still hold a fairly high value today, as they typically sell from around $40 to $60K depending on the condition. A prime example of their current value is this upgraded and excellent condition McBurney replica Spyder here that sold on Bring a Trailer just last week for $56,000. Fact number 10. As for scale models of the car, since this was quite a popular TV series for a time, there were a number of official products released including scale models. On the diecast side of things, the best 1/64 scale official Miami Vice model would be this fine model from Hot Wheels. These are out of retail circulation now, but you can find them on eBay new for around $50. However, if you are just after the best looking black and tan Ferrari Daytona Spyder diecast car available, that would be this 1/18 scale 1969 model here from the brand name known as KK Scale. These are on the current retail market and can be had for around $110. I'll put the link to where you can get this model in the video description for those interested. There were also official Miami Vice 1/24 scale plastic model kits released by both Revell and Monogram that are currently out of circulation, but they can be found on eBay for around $25. And for those who haven't seen it yet, I have recently created my own diecast car channel named Show and Tell Diecast that I display and detail my diecast models that I now add videos to weekly also. I will include the link to the new channel in the video description below as well for those interested. Well, there you have it folks. Thanks for watching and make sure to hit that subscribe button if you like what you saw here. You guys are all great. See you next time.